Hi, I'm Michael Clemens, and I'm a research fellow here at the Center for Global Development. Together with Nancy Birdsall, I lead our Migration and Development Initiative. My job is to try to understand better how the economic development process for people from poor countries interacts with the international movement of people between poor and rich countries. Now, I got interested in this subject a long time ago when I was a child. I was 12 years old. My family lived for a short time in Mexico. And one day, the toilet in our house broke. The plumber came to fix it, and I was stunned as a boy to learn that we only had to pay that plumber about a fifth of what we would have to pay the same plumber to fix the same toilet in Utah. Now, it was hard as a boy to understand how this gentleman moving across a border could make him, in any sense, 5 times more valuable. Obviously, there was something about just moving across a border that could dramatically alter a person's life and prospects when they're from a poor country. That shouldn't surprise me, since my great-great-great-grandfather came from a poor country, Bavaria, in 1842, and just about tripled his salary as an illiterate farmer. Now, it's not 1842 anymore. Today's rich countries are certainly much wealthier and stronger than they were back then, and there have to be some ways in which we can shape the international movements and interactions of people in order to make more poor people's lives better. Not everyone, but more and better. That's why at CGD we're launching a major research initiative to try to understand these forces better. There's actually surprisingly little research, rigorous research, on the development impacts of migration. Most research out there tends to focus on what happens to people already here when people from poor countries arrive. We want to understand better what happens to the countries they come from, their families, and themselves. Now, we are using natural experiments all over the world to do very rigorous research on questions like what happens to very poor countries when skilled professionals leave them in large numbers, and how we can structure the international movements of less skilled workers in order to bring more benefit to people on both sides of the border. International movement of people is certainly here to stay, and I think that there are win-win-win scenarios out there for sending countries, destination countries, and migrants, and I think research can help find them.